Hey everybody, this is Derek, aka No One on YouTube. Thank you for clicking on my video, and it is time to get back into the Warning Queen of the Murder Scene concept album. And we are entering into chapter 3 today. And I want to thank everybody, and I'm really happy that everybody's appreciating how I'm doing it with the Google Doc, and then going into the vlogs, and then going into the lyrics, and then going into the songs, so that I can really, get the story, so that I can really do a deep dive as I said I wanted to do. Um, as you can see, I got a new microphone. I started the GoFundMe, and I had a very good friend of mine who is also a subscriber, and he donated a third of it. And so what I did was I went ahead and went on Amazon, and they allowed me to do to set up in payments. So I used his donation to put in for like a down payment, and then I have a couple of small payments after that. And as you guys know, I don't have any income coming in at the moment. Even though I am monetized, I have to reach like a YouTube threshold. But I've been getting some really great support from a lot of you guys, and I appreciate that. So if somebody wants to donate $1 to it, in my community tab and in the description, there's going to be a link to the GoFundMe page if you want to donate $1. Um, it's it's 4 more smaller payments for it. So, um, I can, what's the word? Just keep making small payments. And it doesn't have to be by the month, because they said that I can just make a payment early or something like that. So, so I took a leap of faith and I did that. And one way or the other, it'll get taken care of. So, I'm just putting that out there. If anybody would like to contribute to the channel and for the microphones. So now the only thing that I have to be cognizant about is that when it's green, that means talk. I have to pause it when I put the music on, and then I have to unpause it. So me with my stupid ADD, I have to be really cognizant of that, especially if I'm doing a 45-minute video or something like that. Can you imagine if I record a 45-minute video and it's red the entire time because I forgot to tap it? And it's very sensitive. See? Okay. So let's get into the lyrics. So the next 3 songs are Sinister Smiles, Dull Knives, and I believe it's also Cuts Deeper, and then Queen of the Murder Scene. Now, I've done Dull Knives, the live version, but it's time to hear this in the context of the concept album. So, Sinister Smiles. It says, in Sinister Smiles, the queen is having a fight between her good and bad sides. It's performed as a duet between Pao as the good side and Dany as the bad. Ooh. The bad side is taunting the good with her power, but the queen is trying to be strong. She even starts to threaten suicide, probably in the tub. Hence, the stain the water lyric. This is a very feminine way to commit suicide, in the tub, so that the blood from slashed wrists remain in the tub and does not dirty the house. Then the evil side joins her in singing that part. So does the evil side want the S? By the end of the song, the 2 warring personalities break apart. So that's interesting. So now let's just go right into the vlog. And oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Let's just go through each song. So then the next part will be Dull Knives. In Dull Knives, the queen is losing control and seriously considering S. In the previous song, Sinister Smiles, she's already thought of it. I assume dull knives cut better. Oh, it's better, not deeper. Okay. Dull knives cut better because they cause more pain. And at this point, she is okay, so she realizes that her evil side is winning. She is losing control. Okay. Now I get the Dull Knives title. Now the next one, Queen of the Murder Scene. In Queen of the Murder Scene, the evil side taunts the queen. You don't deserve the throne. The crown is mine. She is proud of how evil she is and boastful about it. But the queen may have something to say about that in the next song. I don't know if I should say psychotic or just spell it out, but either way, notice that Paulina, who has been the voice of the queen, the good side, since Sinister Smiles, chants korosu, which is Japanese for kill. Something seems to have changed with her. Okay, so it seems like the evil side is starting to take over. Now let's go into the vlog. Let me press like. Let me just make sure this is at the best quality. Okay, I guess 720 is the best quality. So let me full screen that. Hold on a second. Let me just kind of like, oops. Okay, just check. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to mess that up. Okay, and so if I pause and make commentary, I'm going to have to remember about the whole pausing thing. Otherwise, you guys are going to be, pause it. All right. I'm trying not to scream in a microphone because I know that these microphones work pretty good. So let's just get into it.
Hello again. Okay, so we were missing chapter 3 and 4. So I guess, should we do it all in the same vlog?
No, I think it should be different vlogs.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Chapter 3. Awesome. Okay, so we start off with Sinister Smiles. As you know, this is a duet between Pao and me.
Pao and I.
Really?
Yeah, Pao and I.
Pao and I. Sorry. Okay, so technically, what is happening? Okay, the last song was the sacrifice, right?
Yeah, the last
So,
one was
the
sacrifice is the introduction of this like character that is the voices in her head. She literally feels so alone
that she creates.
That she like her subconscious creates like this other voice, like this other person inside her head. And
that's trying to,
the sacrifice
make her feel
is
better.
like, hey, I'm here to support you, but like let's say that this voice, this character, it's not a good voice, it's not a good character.
She's slowly
it's the
trying to take over.
Basically. So Sinister Smiles is that like internal struggle of like our main character fighting against the voice in her head, and in the end of that song, the voice in her head wins and like takes over.
Yes.
And
as the song says, like the voice is repeating over and over and over, just break apart.
Break.
Yes.
Just break.
Let me take control of everything. Actually, the kind of turning point between this character and it's actually in the sacrifice where she said like all the pain will be mine. Like let me just take
over. And
take over
Sinister
everything.
Smiles. It's that part where she's fighting. I'm supposed to be like good girl. Dany's supposed to be like,
well, not necessarily good girl.
Oh wait, well, main character girl then.
Innocent, like that.
Well, not innocent. No. Basically, in that song, like my voice is supposed to be like
the
main character,
yeah.
and Dany's supposed to be like the evil voice.
Yes.
And
I know.
Yeah, because I guess it can't be innocent, right? Because I mean, there is this obsession that the queen had, and then, well, the evil side took over and she ended up committing or unaliving somebody. So I'm pausing.
in the end, the evil voice wins, like Dany wins.
Yes.
And basically Dull Knives is like the character taking over by like that voice, like fully and like
enjoying,
like no, like basically turning into this new, like coming out of the cocoon, turning into like Queen of the Murder
You know that
Scene.
she's just realizing like,
yeah, and Queen of the Murder
but
Scene
I like it.
is her fully accepting the title. Like she's like, this is what I'm supposed to be, which is not
and
really
don't
a good
mess
decision.
with her because
she's the Queen of the Murder Scene.
she's scary.
Oh,
Yes.
Queen of the Murder Scene was really fun to write. It started with basically all the melodies in the song were guitar melodies, were guitar parts.
Actually, I just had the chorus on a guitar, like the chorus. You see, like the yes,
was only a guitar
That's
part.
the only thing. We actually had a lot of trouble with that song.
It was a very difficult song to write because
was,
the lyrics, man.
Not only the lyrics, the music. Because
everything. Oh, it's like
I did that part, and then we realized that we started to fill in the parts of the song, and we realized that it was all like the same chord.
Oh,
the
it's
song.
one chord, right?
It's one chord.
It's well now it's
Well, now we
it's
changed
more
it.
chords,
But
right?
at first,
But,
it was one
like,
chord, like the whole
it was
song.
really hard to write.
Yes.
I remember that we struggled a lot.
Yeah.
It was one of the songs that like in like terms of struggle, it was like ugh, and then Queen of the Mercy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man,
Definitely,
the songs that you
definitely.
start.
Yeah, the songs that I started are usually
Yeah,
those.
the songs that Dany starts
I'm so
are
sorry.
usually like the hardest ones to
But-
write. But it was one of my favorite songs.
Yes.
After we finished it, and
Yeah,
we
me
speak
too.
Japanese on that song. Like we at least I really wanted to like put a little bit of part like for influences there, because we have been watching a lot. Whoa, we wrote this song a long time ago,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a year ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, like in that time, I remember hearing that song, that word a lot, korosu, in animes, which is basically it's kill. Basically, they always
You
be like,
did this like this.
so we wanted to incorporate that, and I just thought it was like the perfect song to say
do that.
korosu. It was like
Yes.
very good, and yeah. So basically, korosu is the verb to kill. It's kill. Korosu means kill, which
That's so
honestly,
dark.
it's very dark.
Yes.
It's very uncomfortable, and we know. But it was just something that fit perfectly.
Yeah.
And
I watch a lot of true crime stories, and I watch a lot of the shows that I like to watch are detective shows. So that's why I think this whole concept is cool for me. Um, like for me, it's not uncomfortable at all. For me, it's actually fascinating. And psychologically speaking, I'm fascinated with serial killers. So I went through a phase where I watched so many documentaries on Dahmer and Gacy and Bundy and all these different um, BTK and just because not to stray too far from this, but just psychologically speaking, like you think of like Jeffrey Dahmer, like this was back in the 70s, right? There was no like internet or anything like that, and he had a good relationship with his dad and with his parents. He had a good upbringing. So what was it that because like when he was like 6 years old, 6, 7, or 8 years old, it said that he was fascinated with like the anatomy of a dead animal. So he would, I guess you could say, like dissect and all of that stuff. And that just kind of what 6-year old, you know, gets into that. But I forgot where he was from, but it wasn't a city or anything like that. So I don't know. Maybe it was just boredom, but I don't know what causes somebody to become like that, psychologically speaking. And then by the time he got into puberty, not only was his orientation with the same sex, but to go even because regardless of what your orientation is, um, but then there was this fascination with death and corpses, you know? What young teenager that is just getting into adolescence and puberty fantasizes about a corpse? So, and all of this led him to his first murder, which was in his grandmother's house, and all of that stuff. So, anyways, this kind of stuff I get into because it's of a psychological nature, and I'm very psychologically analytical, and I love psychology. I wish I would have taken psychology in school back in the day, but anyways, let's continue with the story. Let me just go back like 10 seconds. I'm pausing.
it's kill. Korosu means kill, which
That's so
honestly,
dark.
it's very dark.
Yes.
It's very uncomfortable, and we know. But it was just something that fit perfectly.
Yeah,
And
and our
of course, we're
character's
not
story.
promoting like for anybody. We're not encouraging anybody to go and like kill. Not
We're
really,
just
guys.
telling a story.
We're just telling a story. But that's on. Wait. And, the screams. Okay, the screams at the very end. It was Danny recorded them. We
I recorded
them
those
for the demo. It was not even
Yes.
for like the song. And we were like, okay, Jenny, just let out a couple of screams, like chill, just
to
a
see how it
couple- Yeah,
sounds,
exactly.
like-
In the end, and he was like, okay, let's do it.
I turned off the lights. Like
It
I
was the
clear-
most
was awful.
uncomfortable thing I've ever endured in my
I don't
life.
know. I don't know where I
How do you
got
say
those screams out.
perturbante?
It was.
It was perturbante. That's what it was. It
No,
was
it was awful.
horrifying.
It
We
was
were
like-
like
Jake, Allen, and I were just like in the room.
And the other.
Yeah,
and the
and
control room.
we also had the lights turned
We
off.
also had the lights turned off because
She
they
had-
bothered
yeah.
Danny. And God, it was horrible.
The three
And
of
it
us
was
were like,
it was
oh
all
my
in
God.
one take. She was screaming horribly,
Laughing.
and then she started laughing, and that was
The
horrible.
three of us were
Because
like,
guys-
oh my God.
We recorded the demos like in a week, like all of them. We kind of like we had that purpose of recording everything. So I was like, I was in character like the whole week. So I was like, I just let it all out, you know, like.
It was awful.
But-
It was.
Oh yeah, those sessions
disturbing.
were like
Perturbante
Disturbing.
is disturbing.
disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was disturbing.
But
But
you know,
it
it
was
made it
perfect.
really cool, yeah.
And we didn't even try it again. I was like, Danny, let's leave it like that. And when we recorded the song,
I don't know.
no, okay, so we used the screams from the demo,
yeah.
and it sounded
Actually,
just like perfect.
There were some things that we actually used the things that we recorded for the demos
demo,
on
yeah.
the actual songs, like things that we couldn't really duplicate, like the
The intro for Stalker and
The intro for Stalker.
Yeah,
that
like
was
the-
recorded in here in
The
our home studio.
vicios, how to say vicios?
The feedbacks.
Vicios?
The
Vicios? The feedbacks.
feedbacks.
The piano.
That was like a one-time thing. It came out perfectly.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, I love the feedbacks. It really added to the mood of the song. And I can't wait to like just get through chapter 3 and chapter 4 so that I could just listen to the whole thing all the way through. Just like back in the day when I was younger and I would just listen to Pink Floyd The Wall, you know, or even 20 years ago I would listen to like The Black Parade or American Idiot and just like in one sitting. And I know a lot of you guys were mentioning an album by Queensryche. That was a concept album. And while I wasn't a Queensryche fan when I was younger, hold on a second. All right. A little bug. I live in Florida. What was I saying? Queensryche. I'm not against checking into it. So I'll have to look into that. But anyways, yeah, so they were talking about the feedback and using certain aspects on the demo. So I'm really excited to hear like the laugh, the evil laugh that Dany did on the demo. But anyways, let's keep on going.
amazing.
Yes.
It was also very disturbing. Okay, so that's basically chapter 3.
Yeah, that's
and
chapter 3.
a lot of people asked like the fill from Dull Knives that I removed.
Yeah.
I mean, I was never a really big fan of it. So when we started working on the song, I was like, you know what? I mean, let's take it out. And I really liked how it felt without it. And
It was to support the other line that we incorporated
yeah.
in that song. It was.
Okay, so that part.
So we wanted to do
In
that.
that part, basically, instead of re-entering, like the, I don't know how to say it. Instead of entering on like the downbeat, the like beat 1, with that like riff, it entered in the 1.
Push.
It's not push. It has.
The
I know it
end
in
of
Spanish.
the end of the 4.
Yeah.
The end of
One
the 4.
and yeah, it's the and. I know
The
it in
and of the
Spanish. I'm
4.
sorry. So the and of the 4. We entered in the and of the 4. So it was like it pushed. So with the fill we couldn't do that. So it was like let's just remove the fill, and I was like yay! Okay, and so we left it like that.
Yeah.
And
Also, one point that I'm sorry.
no, yo no tenía nada que decir. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, one important thing that we have been seeing, like, why didn't we make Dull Knives longer?
Oh.
Okay, so we actually did try, guys. We did.
Oh.
We did want to. I know we actually like incorporated a little solo, and then we went back to the chorus and everything. But you know what?
It was horrible.
It was awful.
nothing fitted like correctly. The song was begging us to
To
leave
just leave
it
it like
like
that.
that.
Yeah, we
And
did try to
we
make
didn't
it like
wanna-
a ton of things.
we
did,
didn't
like,
want to fix something that was not broken. Like,
Oh!
no,
See, I find facts like that very, very interesting. The process of production and of arranging and putting something together, because you would think, oh, we should make the song longer, but then you start adding stuff to it and you're like, okay, it's actually messing it up. It's actually perfect as it is. But, it's good to try, right? So it's very interesting, the process. You know, I'm certainly no writer like they are. Um, well, lyrically, I'm pretty good, but as far as like musically, they're musicians and they write music. I don't write music; I just write lyrics. But I mean, I can pick up my guitar and I can like create riffs, but I can't read or write music. But that's why I find the creative process very very interesting. I love it.
sorry. Okay. Stop it, guys. Okay, so yeah, actually we did try, but none of the
The parts we incorporated
Okay,
actually
so,
fit.
like made it feel less than it already was. Like it ended like this, and we just kind of like
we liked it the way it was.
Yeah, and
basically.
it ended on a chorus and stuff like.
Oh
So-
no, it was bad.
No, it was bad. So, like, thank you guys for really, really liking that song.
Yeah.
Like, we're really proud of it too. So,
Yeah,
the
and
good thing is that if you really, really love it and you want it to be longer, you can always play it again.
Exactly, and
So-
that was a really cool thing about it, that you got like left with this feeling that you just wanted it to continue, but
More.
there was nothing more, so you didn't have any other option but just to play it again, and we kind of loved that. So we were like,
Strategy.
why fix something that isn't broken?
I know, sorry, that's the
Yeah.
face of this blog. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of chapter for yeah. Guys,
Oh, just a little bit of fun fact. Okay, in
Oh,
Sinister
okay.
Smiles, you see there's like a weird crash.
yeah.
It sounds like clapping, I
Yeah, it
guess.
sounds like some-
But basically, what we used for that,
It's a weird instrument.
no, it's a traditional Mexican instrument.
Oh really?
Okay, our grandfather gave it to us like 5-6 years
Yeah, he
ago.
said like, so
5,
you
6
can
years
use
ago.
this in your songs, and we had it completely abandoned because it sounds really weird. It's
5,
like a
6 years abandoned in the back of the room. It was just
really
there.
it had like
Dust.
no spider webs. Like it
Oh!
had spider webs. I had to clean them out. I know.
Okay, but it sounded really cool, and it sounded like this weird, like tribal thing, which we were trying to like incorporate. It just sounded so cool, and we're like, leave it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the falsettos, I do them, and it's,
Ale sings them. There were a lot of people saying that it wasn't Ale.
but it is.
It is Ale.
just two.
Ale sings those parts. Ale
Yeah,
has,
the three of us sang the chorus.
yeah, but like in terms of range, like Ale has one of the highest ranges.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, you have the lowest range.
I have the lowest.
I
range.
have the highest range, and
But
the,
just because you haven't worked on it, I had the lowest range.
oh yeah, Dany had the. That's why he said I have the highest range, but I'm the one who works on it less. But like for lower tones, I cannot reach them.
Because look, this is the difference. The difference between Pau and my voice. So she has the highest range, but her
Like my
harmonics. No, how is it? Overtones.
Overtones?
Her overtones are
deeper.
deeper. So her
So
voice
it sounds like I
deeper.
can reach lower notes, but I cannot reach lower notes
She
at
reads
all.
higher notes than me, but my voice is like super high. So
Super high.
it sounds like I can reach higher notes, but actually I'm the one who can fit the lowest.
Lowest.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Ale has
What's
just
the
like
song that goes like super low that you can't like
it's even doubt it. I had to practice.
Even doubt it.
I had to-
And it's so natural
wait, do
for
it,
me.
do it.
Even doubt it.
And for me, it's even doubt.
And I can just
I
barely
can
do it.
barely reach it, but I had to practice so much for it so I could do it live. But
Yes.
I mean, it sounds good, so it's fine.
So yeah, we managed. Okay. I just wanted to say, guys, that even though like we planned this album with our own stories and something like even in our own heads, the story is a little bit different for each one of us. Like she's the one who started it, and I'm like each one of us has a different imagination. And at the end of the day, so whatever you guys come up with can be that too, you know? It's like everyone can give it a little bit of taste of what.
Yeah, a little bit like their own.
Absolutely. Art is subjective. And it's great that they say that, you know, so they're artists and they've created this piece of art. And it's interesting that between the three of them that they all view it differently and they're saying, and it's okay if you do it. So that's pretty cool. Really cool.
Twist.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we
Everything's
even
possible.
should say the real. Oh, we are at some point going to say the real story.
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of comments and like, where did they get that
I know.
from? But it's actually
Actually,
pretty interesting.
You guys kind of describe it better than we do.
Yeah, honestly.
That's why I think that's why we made it into songs. If not, we would have made a book. But
Thank
like,
God we didn't make a book because we cannot even explain ourselves with words.
you guys are so descriptive. It's awesome. Like
It's amazing,
we read
guys,
your
seriously.
comments and it's like, that was what's in my head, you know.
Okay.
So like, so yes, you guys are spot on. Like some of you guys' comments are super great, really. So stick with your own stories too. I think we kind of make the story vague enough so
Yeah,
you
exactly.
can.
And it's actually
you
like
know,
it's a very
twist your-
predictable story, honestly.
It is.
So it's fun that everybody can understand it and everybody can like. And there are some details that are not really like present in the story, so anybody can. Come
And
up
there's
with
some
their own little-
details that we have in our head, but at the moment of, you know, communicating them, they just don't come out like as deep. But like
Exactly.
we really
I mean,
as
my
deep.
like my version of the story can be really different from their version because I remember that we changed the story so much.
Oh yeah, we did.
So everybody has a different personality for the character. So it's really cool that you guys are like just
Doing
taking
it
the
too.
character
Yeah.
and just like making it like
We love hearing your stories, and we also we really wanted to focus on the psychological part of what the character was feeling, like everything that's going on in her mind. That's what we wanted to project: the uncertainty, the confusion, and then the total craziness. So like, I think it. Oh, sorry. I'm babbling now, but you see, that's why we make music so we can speak through
yeah.
that. So yeah, okay. I really do not have the words, but everything that you are saying is so right. I mean, we appreciate that you find the deepness in our like message and our story. It's not just a novel for us. It's like it really carries a message, not just like she's like a murderer.
Murder.
Murderer.
Yeah, it's really cool that you guys are putting your own little twist to the story and that everybody interprets.
Interprets.
And
No,
Is that correct?
Interprets. Yeah.
Interpreten.
serio.
I think
That you guys are
Serio,
interpreting.
sounds so weird.
Interpreting, yeah.
Interpreting? Interpretando.
So weird.
Never
In Spanish, it makes sense that you guys are like
Yeah, making.
interpretando the story your own way. It's really cool, and we really love to hear like your feedback about it. And we're glad that you're taking it like with such open arms because we know it's not an easy topic to swallow. I mean, we're talking about a murderer here, somebody who kills people, which is not something easy to swallow. And we knew that the moment that we were writing that there were going to be some people who were really not going to like what we were talking about, and we're not going to like the twist. No, not the twist, but I mean the turn that we took when writing our music,
Yep.
because we understand that it's very different from what we've done before. But we really like what we came up with, and we're really proud of it. So we're glad that most of you are really liking it, and that you guys are like just taking this story with open arms now. Like, we really love you for it. Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you for all your support.
Oh yes, and so I think this is the end of blog number of chapter 3, and we're gonna do like chapter 4. I think we should do it right now. We're on a roll, girl.
Yeah.
Not like I mean, pause
Not
the
in this
video
video because it's
and-
gonna
yeah,
be super
yeah.
long. We'll let you rest a bit, but chapter 4 will come soon.
Like right now, because we're gonna record it right now.
Okay,
but then
yeah,
we're gonna
but
upload it.
yeah.
So yeah, guys.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye. See you on the next vlog. I was gonna say chapter. Bye.
And there's the next vlog right there, which obviously I'm not going to do in this video. So, which song is this? Sinister Smiles. Okay. Let me just take this off momentarily. I just want to check something real quickly. Okay, good. I was going to freak out if my box was not minimized. I'm telling you, I have ADD and it gets so bad sometimes. That's why I'm like petrified about the microphone. I'm petrified about the minimizing screen. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So everything is good here. So let's get into the lyrics for the first song and then we'll listen to it. So, hey little girl, there's something you don't know. You have nothing left but this body you control. So, hey little girl, there's something you don't know. You have nothing left but this body that you control. It okay, so is that I already forgot like if they mentioned it. Who's saying hey little girl? Is that the evil side or is that the queen? You have nothing left but this body you control. I'd walk away, but before I could start, Sinister Smiles shut me up and they open up their mouths to say, break, break, just break apart. Break, break, just break apart. You have nothing left but this body. Okay, so this is the evil side. Okay, because well, I guess I'll find out because if Dany is singing this part, then it's the evil side. Because the evil side is saying to the queen, you have nothing left but the body. Sinister Smile shut me up, and they open up their mouths to say, break, break, just break apart. Okay, so I remember they were talking about that. Now I already forgot like what they were talking about in this specific part, but I'll remember it when I hear the song. So verse 2, hey little girl, do you feel satisfied? Have you quenched the hunger that was still dormant inside? Trust when I say I won't let you get hurt. But if I am to burn, then you will never get to walk away from all the horrors and the pain that moves us forward. You have just found out what it is like to live a lie. Very interesting. So definitely that double split personality. If I am to burn, then you will never get to walk away from all the horrors. Interesting. Then the chorus, both hands tied up, held hostage by the whispers that destroy. My hands, your blood, won't let you win, but darling, you can barely take much more. Break, break, just break apart. Break, break, just break apart, just break. Verse 3, you'll never admit you were born to be a pawn, an innocent sinner, a guilty saint above all. I'm not a fool. There's nothing left for me. Do what they say, or else there will be hell to pay the price and grab the dagger. Oh, wait. Do what they say, or else there will be hell to pay the price and grab the dagger. Cut through skin and stain the water, hence the tub scene. Cut through skin and stain the water, and for what it's worth, you'll never live until you both hands tied up, held hostage by the whispers that destroy. You know, those whispers in the mind. My hands, your blood, won't let you win, but darling, you can barely take much more. Because I got both hands tied up, held hostage by the whispers that destroy. My hands, your blood, won't let you win, but darling, you can barely take much more. Okay, so let's get into the song. Hold on one second. Let me just kind of... I'm going to pause this for a second. Okay, I'm about to start the song. Okay, here we go. Sinister Smiles, the beginning of chapter 3, Queen of the Murder Scene by the Warning.
Hey, little girl, there's something you don't know. You have nothing left but this body you control. I'd walk away, but the thought I could start Sinister Smiles shut me up, and they opened up their mouths to say, break, break, just break apart. Break, break, just break apart. Hey, little girl, do you feel satisfied?
So I really love the guitar tone. I love the riff. The voices are great. I loved the harmonies, and I think that's what she was talking about, the falsettos. Uh, it was beautiful. Um, this is a great song and definitely adds to the story. This is great.
Won't let you win, but darling, you can barely take much more. Break, break, just break apart. Break, break, just break apart. Just break. You'll never admit you were born to be a pawn, an innocent sinner, a guilty saint above all. I'm not a fool, there's nothing left for me. Do what they say, or else you will be held to pay the poison from the dagger, cut through skin and stain the water. And for what it's worth, you'll never live until you die. Both hands tied up, held hostage by the whispers that destroy my hands. Your blood won't let you win, but darling, you can barely take much more. Break, break, just break apart. 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 Just break apart. Break, just break apart. Just break apart. Got some couple hands tied up, held hostage by the whispers that destroy my hands. Your blood won't let you win, but darling, you can barely take much more. Break, break, just break apart. Break, break, 'cause I've done no wrong. Break, I have done no wrong. Break, I have done no wrong. Break, just break apart.
I really love that song. The melody is good. It's catchy. It's just a really great song put together. I was just thinking to myself, I was like, yeah, I would put this up there, like for me, like with Dust to Dust and Ugh. And I mean, all the songs are great and it all fits together in one puzzle. But yeah, I think I'm gonna like remember this one for sure. Okay, so let's go into Dull Knives Cut Better, which, as you all know, here let me just, I like to, what's the word? Close out stuff that I'm not using anymore. So we just did Sinister Smiles. Um, okay, so Dull Knives Cut Better. So verse 1, the rush that's in my veins, I can't control it. Tell me why. This voice that's in my head is getting stronger. Tell me how. The aching in my bones is taking over. Tell me why. My blood ain't spilling red. I'm freaking out. Feeling for nothing at all. 'Cause I found out dull knives cut better. Choke on all my scarlet letters. So you really get that picture of blood with the scarlet, right? Don't know what I'm feeling anymore. Needles piercing through my brain, slowly inflicting the pain. I'm plucking roses but keeping the thorns. So a lot of the imagery here is definitely with feeling pain. Obviously, a dull knife, right? Um, Needles piercing through the brain, slowly inflicting the pain. So it's like what the girls were saying in the vlog about, I guess she wants to feel the pain, right? Maybe because of the guilt. Um, she's plucking roses but keeping the thorns, not the petals, not the beauty aspect of it, but the parts that hurt. Okay, so now verse 2. The truth sinks deeper, slipping through my fingers. Tell me why pains ripping up my skin. Can't take it back now. When she says can't take it back, is she talking about the pain or is she talking about unaliving the person? But let me keep on going. Tell me how am I supposed to understand? Oh, help me. Tell me why I hate to live like this. Can't save me now. Feeling for nothing at all. I found out dull knives cut better. Choke on all my scarlet letters. Don't know what I'm feeling anymore. Needles piercing through my brain, slowly increasing the pain. I'm plucking roses but keeping the thorns. Okay. So let's go into dull knives. I'm excited about this one. Okay, so I'm going to just press pause and put my headphones on and then press play.
The rush that's in my veins, I can't control it. Tell me why. This voice that's in my head is getting stronger. Tell me how. The aching in my bones is taking over. Tell me why. My blood ain't spilling red. I'm freaking out. Feeling for nothing at all. 'Cause I found a dull knife cut better. Don't got all my scarlet letters. Don't know what I'm feeling anymore. Needles piercing through my brain, slowly inflicting the pain. I'm plucking roses but keeping that thorn. The truth sinks deeper, slipping through my fingers. Tell me why. Pain's ripping up my skin, can't take it back now. Tell me how. Am I supposed to understand? You'll help me. Tell me why. I hate to live like this, can't save me now. Feeling for nothing at all. I found a dull knife cut better. You got all my scarlet letters. Don't know what I'm feeling anymore. Needles piercing through my brain, slowly increasing the pain. I'm plucking roses but keeping that thorn.
Another great song. I was totally jamming and rocking out to that one. Um, I mean, oh, I gotta click like on these videos as I do them. But I mean, what else is there to say except for that was a rocking song. So, loved it. Okay, so let's go to the next one. And again, I'm just looking forward to going into my car and just listening to, you know, all 3 chapters with the prologue and then the 3 chapters all the way through. And what I'd like to do, because right now my arm is not in like complete pain. I mean, I can feel the pain, but if you've noticed, I haven't been like lifting my arm. I'm trying to keep it in place because um that's one of the reasons why I didn't do any recordings over the weekend because I was just in pain. But if it's a pinched nerve and it's, I just have to like rest it and, I'm trying not to like pick anything up or whatever. And I also have tendonitis and too. But anyways, yeah, I'm looking forward to, or even just laying back in my bed at night and just like on my headphones and just putting the album up on Spotify and just listening through it, as well, which is probably better than just driving around and listening to it because, you're also distracted because you're driving. So, but anyways, am I recording? Okay, just double checking. So here's the last song of chapter 3, the title track of the album, Queen of the Murder Scene. So, you don't really want to be like me, a false pretension of being complete. You don't really want to understand what it's like to have blood on your hands. You don't deserve the throne. The crown is mine. And I really don't plan to resign. You don't really want to lose the fear. Dare to try and then suffer, my dear. I don't know why I had the Wicked Witch from The Wizard of Oz there. But anyways, korosu, korosu, koro, korosu, korosu, koro, which means, okay, in Japanese. And I don't want to destroy you. Open your eyes because you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything. But let's see you try. I'm a machine, no emotion. A perfect scene for the murder queen. You can't always kill what's immortal, but it just doesn't apply to me. Give me something worth living for. My words are what make everything burn. It's not something I like to conceal. I have no mercy and I never will. And I don't want to destroy you. Open your eyes because you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything. But let's see you try. I'm a machine, no emotion. A perfect scene for the murder queen. You can't always kill what's immortal, but it just doesn't apply to me. And if you want to destroy me, open your eyes because you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything. Okay, so pretty much repeats it. So Queen of the Murder Scene is the final song of chapter. I didn't do this in the previous 2, but anyways, Queen of the Murder Scene is the final song of the chapter 3 and the homonymous song of the album Queen of the Murder Scene. This song is about our main character in her duality with her other part, which is the innocent one, which is being told that she won't have control over that body again. Wow. So that's very, very interesting. So I'm wondering where this is going to go as far as chapter 4 is concerned. So, all right. Very, very cool. So I'm going to do as I did the last time. Okay. First of all, let me click like, and then let me full screen that. Now I'm just going to turn this off, put the headphones on and play. All right, guys. Okay. So this is Queen of the Murder Scene, the title track, but the ending song of chapter 3.
You don't really wanna be like me. A false pretension of being complete. You don't really wanna understand what it's like to have blood on your
ooh, there was something about that that sounded like not just musical theater, but like a metal musical theater, you know? It was just, like I could totally hear this in a like a Broadway performance or something like that. I mean, like, Green Day's American Idiot went to Broadway, right? And, there's been other albums, that have become a show, right? So I'm not far off by saying that. I could totally that would actually be cool if they actually took this and turned it into a whole performance, you know, like on stage. Not like the band, but I mean like with actors and everything like that, kind of like how Green Day did with American Idiot. Which, by the way, I wonder if anybody's ever recorded that and put it on YouTube. But I would imagine that would get taken down immediately. But anyways, I'm gonna go back. I really liked how that sounded. It was like, again, like I said, it just kind of catapulted me into like a musical theater uh, vibe, I guess you could say.
And I don't wanna destroy ya. Open your eyes, cause you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything but let's see you try. I'm a machine, no emotion, a perfect scene for the murder queen. You can always kill what's immortal, but it just doesn't apply to me. Give me something worth living for. My words are what make everything burn. It's not something I like to conceal. I have no mercy and I never And I don't wanna destroy ya. Open your eyes, cause you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything but let's see you try. I'm a machine, no emotion, a perfect scene for the murder queen. You can't always kill what's immortal, but it just doesn't apply to me. And if you wanna destroy me, open your eyes, cause you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything but let's see you try. I'm a machine, no emotion, a perfect scene for the murder queen. You can always kill what's immortal, but it just doesn't apply to me. It just doesn't apply to me.
Why do I have psychotic up? Because that's not part of chapter 3, right? No, that's chapter 4. So let's get rid of that. I don't want to get confused. So there we have it, guys. I just did chapter 3, Sinister Smiles, Dull Knives, Queen of the Murder Scene, and I thoroughly love this. And you know, for anybody when I did the prologue and I did the Dust to Dust, that was saying, I should only do live. No, I completely disagree. This has been a fun ride, just putting on my headphones, listening to the studio songs chapter by chapter has been really great. I love it. And I'm just reacting, so I have to like pause it and make comments and then, tell you guys what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling about everything. And so I'm actually looking forward to just laying back with a glass of wine and putting my headphones on and literally listening to the studio album track by track by track. So, um, yeah. So I'm not quite sure how long this video has been so far, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here. Hold on one second. Let me just kind of I'm going to end it here. What I'd like to do while my arm is tolerable is I would like to go ahead and start with chapter 4. Now, my cat Phoebe, I think she's at the door. I got to let her in. So let me end this video in a minute. But what was I going to say? Now I forgot because I have ADD and I just saw a squirrel. Something about I was thinking about like doing the next. Oh, okay, I remember now. Because of the weekend and I didn't record anything and I didn't upload anything, I'm uploading this right away. So I'm going to put this both on Patreon and YouTube right away. And then what I'd like to do is record chapter 4 today and then premiere it. Well, I'll put that up on Patreon as well today. And then I'll premiere it for like Wednesday. And that way Patreon can have like, the early access. And I think that's what I'd like to do. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Now, remember, in the description is going to be the links to every song that came from the Warnings channel. And there's going to be all of the Warnings social so that you can go follow them because it's all about supporting the artist. And then, of course, if you'd like to support me, you can click like if you like the reaction, and if you want to continue following my journey with the Warning and some of my other rabbit holes, and you can click subscribe. I would love to have you follow along and join me. And if you'd like to support me in other ways, in the comment, there's going to be a pinned comment with my PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Buy Me a Coffee, and Patreon links. And in my description, again, like I said before, if anybody wants to help contribute $1, a buck, right? A buck for a cluck, a buck for a duck, towards the microphone, if you'd like to, the link will be in the GoFundMe. I mean, the GoFundMe will be in the description. I can't even talk today. I got to go get Phoebe. So thank you guys for joining me on this ride. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's kind of sad that there's only like one more section left, one more chapter left, but I can't wait to do the Lunario show though. That's going to be amazing. And I figured, you know what, maybe we could do it this weekend. Like we'll do a live stream and like Saturday, like maybe like around noon or 1 o'clock or something like that. I am not a morning person, so but let me know what you guys think in the comment section if that's what you guys like to do. I know a bunch of people said yes, we'll do what's the word? A live stream. Yeah, you guys were in agreement of doing a live stream. So let's pick a day and time. It's like Saturday noonish good. But anyways, let me know. Thank you for joining me on this. This is Derek, aka No One, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.